First podcast ever?
First podcast.
What? Let's go.
First podcast. It's funny because we talked about it a lot. We talked about sitting down. We talked about.
We already chopped it up a lot.
recording
It's
some
the
of this
same.
stuff. For sure.
It's the same conversations we've been having for
running
years.
Running it back.
For years.
People are just now getting to see it.
Getting to see it
For sure.
on camera. But yeah, bro. All right. So the usual outline of like this podcast is like find your path. So it's like where you started from, where you're going, and then what you're excited for. However, recently as I've been like, I mean that's still the outline, but recently as I've been like getting more into like YouTube and taking it serious, like what creates traffic is like a headline in which you could answer. So like how you went from mobile detailing to commercial real estate, or like how to go from detailing to like
try and catch the headline.
And then you address it like depending on like the guest. So I don't know, what's a headline you feel excited about?
Off the top of my head, I don't know, but I feel like as we roll into it, like you'll be able to just
we'll find the headline.
You'll clip it.
We'll find the headline.
I'm sure it'll naturally just come out, but yeah, dude.
Sorry, so where you started?
Odd situation. It's all crazy. So. Shoot, I met you. How long ago did I meet you?
It was like 19 or 20. I think it was 19.
Yeah, four or 5 years. So I started detailing in 2015. So I've been doing that almost 10 years now.
Jeez.
Yeah, I started mobile, got into a shop, did both for a while, and I've really just been meeting people. With that and with now the transition into real estate, I'm really learning like that's what it's all about. Like,
right, the networking.
Yeah, your relationships, who you meet, because that's how I fell into it. Like,
right.
I'm learning now.
Or go ahead, my bad.
Oh no, you're good. On the commercial side, I'm learning that it's not really, like it's not an open, like it's a secret society. Like they don't hire people, they don't bring in new people and train people. Like you got to come in seasoned. So I came into this because the same way I met you, or our relationship is that broker. I've been detailing his car, same thing, like 6 years.
I was gonna ask you if it was that full because I think I met him once, the one with the Benz, right?
Yeah.
And we went to his shit. Who got you the lease on the?
Him.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
So that's what's crazy. So he's been a customer forever. I met him pretty much in the position I'm in now, like as an agent. He obviously has, way more experience in the game, but he was an agent when I met him. Yeah. And he was on the same thing that we're on. Like, dude, this is what I want to do. This is how it's gonna go. And I watched it. Like, the money went crazy. Office days were crazy. Yeah. And then he said he was starting his brokerage. So dude just supported that. He started his brokerage. It was on fire probably like 3 or 4 years ago he started it. And same thing, he brings his car in or I go to him, I detail his car and then we chop it up way longer than it takes me to do his car. And then he just stepped back one time. He was like, dude, like, why don't you just get your license and try this? Like you would be great at this. And that weekend I had everything registered for classes.
What? Let's go.
I hit him. He was like, dude, what? Like, you're already in your classes? So I started the classes like a couple weeks after I had it registered. That process is crazy. That's 4 weeks of class you have to do. And then you have to take a test, 120 tests to get your credits for school. And then you have to take 2 more tests, a state and a national test, for your like actual licensing. Yeah. And then turn the application in, and then it's 6 to 8 weeks until you even can like get your license. So like you can train, like in the position I'm in, I'm training now, but I can't get paid.
Yeah, but so you could like still get deals or like do whatever, or
I can, but I don't get paid.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, but
I can't get
I'm sure like if you brought him a deal, he would be like,
get paid.
He's not gonna pay you until you get your
literally
license,
can't. But like anything that comes up now, I can bring into the brokerage and work on that
this
deal
is
personally.
Interesting that you fucking that you came into the studio at this day. I just had a meeting yesterday with like this kind of real estate venture I think we're gonna do, and it's similar to. It's almost like a marketing agency that markets to all assets, or like lenders, brokers, buying cash, sellers, buyers, like everything. Generate leads and then like arbitrage it to whoever like is servicing it, but also bringing on talent, like building them up as like almost like a talent agency. So we do their content for free, we do all their shit, and if they get deals like based off our marketing that we do, like they're like on the roster, like, you know what I mean? They still have their own brokerage, they still do their own thing, but we're just like the content agency or marketing agency that they're like affiliated with to like build their brand and do like the marketing to bring in deals for them. So it's kind of cool. Like I have a partner that's pretty dope with real estate. So I think that's kind of like a venture we're going to undertake.
Well, I don't think you can miss, like, with marketing. Like, that's one thing I've noticed, like, with your craft and anything that you do. Like, it's heavy in marketing. And people get into business or even, like, their personal brand and just want to record videos and think, like, it's just going to blow up or go viral. Like, the business side, providing the service and marketing, like, that's literally 3 completely different things that you either have to learn or pay someone that has learned, to do that for you. But that's a big piece that I think a lot of companies or brands miss is the marketing. So to tap into that, is heavy. I've tried forever to do it myself, and bro, it's heavy. So to do multiple and juggle that, it's pretty hard. But a couple minutes ago, that goes back to what I was just saying or what we were talking about is, the value of what you provide.
Right.
Like the product or service, it doesn't matter. This is something that I learned with the detailing, 10 years doing it. Like, it doesn't matter how hard you work. Like, and a lot of times from my eyes or looking around, in that position, I work a lot harder than a lot of the clients that I work on. They just work smarter. You know what I mean? Like, it's the service or product. The more of an impact you can make on that person or your client's life, the bigger check you're going to get in return. Like, that's why I say the marketing side is so heavy. Like, anything that I do in business, the hardest thing is marketing. So to have somebody come in and bring in leads for me to close, or something I think you guys should work on, or just a tip or something to chew on, something that I see a lot in from the marketing side, as far as like ads or something that I get a lot, there's no process of closing.
Like through the ad?
Like through like that marketing company. So I'll sign up, for example.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I'll sign up with ABC Marketing. They are dumping leads on me. That's great. But if I can't close those leads, like if I'm not a closer, you know what I mean? Like that's a gap that I see in that marketing side. And I know that would be a big task for the marketing company to do as well. But dude, if you can bring the lead, close the lead, I'm gonna feed you the
right.
You know what I mean? Like you don't have to do anything but provide that service at that point.
Yeah.
Or product.
Yeah.
Because if your client's selling the book, like they're not even providing the service. Like if you can run their numbers up on a book,
right.
In minutes they're millionaires, and you're getting a check because you're bringing it and selling it. Yeah. All they got to do is write the book. You know what I mean? Like if you can eliminate, the more you can eliminate for that client, again, the more you can impact their life,
the more service,
the bigger check you're going to get. Because, dude, I go crazy with the cars. Like, I'll go hours and completely transform them. And some of these cars, dude, are just crazy. From scratches to dirty. And then, I'll completely flip it and then put the price down, and it's, whoa, that's too much. And then, we go back and forth, or I go back and forth with myself, and then you get back home. But it's just like, at the end of the day, Austin, you're just washing their car. Like, they can do that themselves.
Right.
That was my transition to real estate. Because that was the problem I had. Like, dude, I couldn't get that garage I had or any place without an agent. As soon as I signed up with Rob, dude, the first building we looked at, I moved into, I had. So it's like, without that specialist, you're just a boat without a rudder.
Right. So anyway, so you're doing back to the Austin story. So you're doing detailing the last 10 years, and then
detailing
you had
last 10 years.
The epiphany.
Crazy opportunity, as we mentioned. Rolls into the garage, working on his car, and he says, "Dude, try this." So get the licensing, or I'm in the processing for the licensing now, and
And
just
so, are
training
you
in the
gonna
office.
move? Like, are you gonna? What's gonna happen with Go Mobile? Are you transitioning out of that, or like,
Yeah,
eventually
I'll
as
transition out of it. It's funny because, like I said, it becomes that becomes like a personal battle, I think.
it is?
Because from the outside looking in, whoever's watching this or even myself in the future watching this from the place I want to be, it would be smarter to do that.
Right. Well, bro, that story reminds me of like in my life, I was into music. I think when I met you, I was still doing music.
Yeah.
I was like super, bro, like all in. Like I literally fucking spent 10 years of like, maybe it was like 8 or 9 or something, but like learning everything about music, like how to make beats, how to record, how to fucking do that and then make it good. And then finally, like, I left my job. I was like, all I was doing was fucking music. Like, that was it. Engineering sessions, whatever. That's how I was paying bills and shit. And I just had an epiphany and was like, bro, like, in order to live the life I desire, like, it was Pathfinder was like paying the bills. I was like, I could just grow the production company and then that will provide me like the life I want instead of like scraping by and like fucking.
Yeah.
And it was like a hard identity shift. I like had to almost like, it was almost like you felt like you were failing at one thing, like losing, like, yeah, like everything I did up until this point was like in this direction. Now I'm like, all right, fuck that. And then like moving to another direction. And it was hard. It was like an internal battle that I had to like
100%.
undergo. But then on the other side of it, like, bro, within a year, I made my first like 100 grand.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Not even a year. It was literally the decision and then boom, like right after. And then so I've been on that for the last like, 4 years or 5 years, like, you know what I mean? And
For
so
sure.
now it's the same process. It's like you have to undergo those identity deaths and like reimagine and reconstruct yourself and then like quantum leap into the next level of yourself. And I don't think that you ever stop doing that. Like you're always recreating yourself and reinventing yourself and stepping up and like shedding an identity, because that's what it is like you have to release all the shit you're holding on to, like let go of it and like strip away from it and completely walk into the unknown and recreate and rebuild off like everything you've already learned, and
For
that's
sure.
like 100% scary, or not even scary, it's just like
I
uncertain.
was gonna say that I think, right, even listening to what you're saying, like, dude, I'm already getting hot. Like, dude,
I'm
it's
gonna take my jacket off.
It's a scary thought
is.
because it's like, okay, you've been doing this for 10 years.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I'm known for.
Yeah.
Whoa, like, what else do I know?
Right.
And then all of a sudden, it's a change. But it's funny because it's all mental, I think.
It's all mental, bro. The supply is infinite, and like it's always a mental battle. And it's crazy because like when you look back, like from your next quantum leap, you'll be like, I always had all the resources. I always known Rob. I always known I could hustle. I always, you know what I mean? All the resources were already there for you. It was until you believed that you could do this that like then it shifts for you.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I feel about my life too right now. I'm just like, oh, dude, I have all the resources.
Yeah, it's right.
I should have fucking did it before.
It's right in front of you. We get in our own way, I think.
100%.
But it's all mental. I've been in some of these ride-alongs and training and doing different things with real estate and hearing some of these phone calls, seeing some of the deals that are being worked. And I sit back right now, like I said, I don't have my license, so I'm just fly on the wall.
Yeah.
But dude, it's mental. Like everything is mental. I'm hearing some of the clients and some of the deals going on, and I'm just like in shock. Not really like from like the details of the contract, like all of that is irrelevant, but their perspective.
Right.
Like when you hear, they don't really ask the questions. Like he'll put the opportunity or this on the desk, and the client or that buyer or that investor is like very knowledgeable in like what's going on and very sharp. Yeah. And it's just, oh well, let's do this, and this. And you sit back and it's like, dude, I didn't even think of that. Right. And then that opens up, a snowball of things, and I'll ride around. The one that always gets me is, because I always bring up detailing, I'm always back and forth, with the broker, and he always says, Austin, when you walk around the world, no matter what business you're doing or what's going on, there's money everywhere. You know, there's ones, there's fives, there's 20s, there's 50, there's 100s. And whatever you're doing creates the opportunity or brings your focus on that dollar. You know, whatever it is that you're creating or producing, you're focusing on that. He said, what you're doing and producing, it doesn't really matter. $20, you're getting $50. Like, there's $100 out there. Like,
yeah.
Why are you still picking up? You're holding on to $20 ideas. Like,
right.
I'll bring up ideas on merch or ideas on marketing or social media, and he'll reel me back in. Like, dude, you're not even licensed yet.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about? You know, this for? Let's get you licensed. Let's get you some deals. You know, it's all a mental shift.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, doesn't work harder than I do or have been. He just works way smarter.
Well, and that's what it is like, and another, like, kind of to label it in another way of what you're saying, it's like just vibrational resonance. Like when you understand the value or like what you're bringing to the marketplace, like you said, those $100,000 ideas, they're like bigger blocks. Like the same energy, like if you worked as hard on getting deals as you do on detailing, like as meticulous, as like attention to detail orientated, as much effort as you put into like transforming a car, but to like finding a deal, the energy exchange would be so, like, yeah, that you're gonna get $100K commission.
Bro,
like, you know what I mean?
Right
so
away.
Like,
because it's just that difference of what you can provide.
Right.
Like,
no, I know.
That whatever I can do for that client, the more I can change that client's life, of course I'm gonna, or whatever you're gonna do, of course you're gonna get a good return. Like,
yeah.
it's inevitable.
And
like,
I mean, I love what you're saying. Those bigger scale like value, because the energy you put out, like the same creative mind force like that creates anything in the universe can be used. The same fucking skill, the same power that you use to create your shop, like, you know what I mean? You could use that same power to create fucking, like real estate fucking deals, or like, you know what I mean, commercial deals that will net out way fucking higher. And that's a similar thing like that that I'm dealing with. Like, my business does well. Like, I'm very fucking fortunate, and that's something I go back and forth with my wife about. It's like, we can't talk shit about our fucking business because it does good. Like, it fucking does really well, and it provides our life that we fucking have. And so you always have to have gratitude for what you have. Like, that's a leading point of attraction, is like, be grateful and fulfilled and content with what you have, but excited and eager for what's coming. And that's like the pinnacle point of attraction. And so our business does fucking good. Like, I mean, if we put all of our revenue together right now, it's probably in the 30K-ish a month. And that's good. Like, it's not fucking terrible. But my biggest goal right now is to do 100K a month, like every single month. And like, to scale my offer, like, it is scalable. Like, I could do that. But then it's like more videographers, more editors, more like social media managers. It's a lot. It's like a lot of moving pieces, which is doable. Like, I've done it before. But if I do the marketing situation and I get 2 real estate deals, that's 100K.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think really I think it all starts with really, you know, being by yourself. I notice this a lot. Like, no one can really just be by themselves. Being by yourself and really figuring out like what you want. Or not even that. Just really just silencing everything out, because you've got to be open to those moments that come up. Yeah. And the how is irrelevant.
Right.
Like, to
shout out KT.
Yeah, dude, we've been on him forever.
A long time.
It's big time irrelevant. Because let me tell you how it's irrelevant. Because you can make $10,000. You can make $15,000 sitting here at this chair, $8,000 a month sitting at this chair. You mentioning $30,000 a month, whoever is making less is going to turn and go, what?
Right.
How?
Right.
And then you're around people, if you're averaging that, dude, you're going to start getting around people that are doing 50 and 100 and go, what, dude, how?
Yeah.
Like, just having the curiosity of how, or just
believe that's
just
possible
being,
for you.
Getting to that frequency. I think that's what it's all about.
Bro.
The how, the working on it, and having this big old business plan, like, all of that's important, but dude, you just got to be curious. Because this position that I'm in now, I had no clue, like, this would be it. Like, I knew I'm big time, person on cars. Like, I've always wanted to be on cars. And this is the other thing he says. We'll be riding around, I'm talking about cars, working on cars. And he'll look at me and goes, dude, you're not, he always tells me, like, you're not going to be in this detailing business long. I'm like, why? How do you keep saying it? He's, dude, just trust me. He says, do you want to, what would you rather do? You want to work on cars or do you want to play with cars? I'm like, oh, dude, it's again, mental.
Yeah.
Because that's my first thought. I've been doing it for 10 years. I see a car and it's, ooh, I want to do this and that would be cool. I wonder if they're doing this. I could help them with this.
Right, but like.
From a shift to.
Having no bitches in your garage, yeah.
Because even with that, it's all mental and perspective. I've had that garage for.
It was a minute, right?
4 years. 4 years I was there. And on the surface, or you first hear, like, I'm getting out of the detailing business. I got out of the shop. Like, at first, that's heavy. Like, I've been doing that forever.
Yeah.
That's all I've really wanted to do. That's been goals forever. And you think, crap, like, how, like, what's the bounce back? But I'm a person like I can't do anything like 25%, like half and half. So for me to make the transition, it's backing out of everything to focus on all of that because it's literally one deal over here covers a whole
year,
a whole month, whole 2 months of work over here. So again, it would be silly. It would be completely silly for me to just, no, I'll pass on this. I'm just going to stay right here on this channel.
Yeah.
But be frustrated that I can't be up here doing this, that, and the third. Like, dude, it doesn't make sense to do it like that. So,
I mean, that's huge. That's a huge realization, bro. Like, that's massive. And it's dope. I'm glad to hear that you're leveling up, bro, because like the thing is about a level up or like a transformation, it's not fucking easy. It's scary, and it's like you have to battle. One thing, bro, that I think on a really, really high level fucking thing that I'm doing is eradicating fear, bro. Completely never feeling fear
false
ever
evidence
again.
Appearing.
Because like when I think about like when I move money around to make certain investments or do certain shit, even like however big it could be, right? Like I used to get nervous about it and I used to get a fucking attitude like all the time, bro. Like I would get an attitude with my wife, I'd be in whatever, right? Like and recently, like I don't know, maybe the last 6 months, I've come to a big realization. It's like where it's a pattern, and I always have been able to sustain my lifestyle. I've never been behind on any fucking bills. Always have a really dope lifestyle. Always comes through. Like, so it's like, bro, if I know that it always comes through, like the supply is infinite, like there's no matter how far off the radar screen, it will fucking come through because it comes through every time. Yeah. And when I have trouble like believing like, oh fuck, like let's say I need 10 grand to fucking, bro, I closed a 10 grand consulting fucking deal, which was insane to me. 10 grand, I just told them how to fucking get their editors and videos.
It's only insane until you get the second and the third.
Bro, anyways.
It's only insane until you get 2 and 3. And then
so
it's like,
far
bro.
off the radar screen, right? Like you're so far off the radar screen, you have no idea how it's going to come through. And then it comes through and you're like, I fucking knew it. Like now I know it, right? So now like no matter how the fucking situation looks, and it's crazy because this is in the KT training, but like just understanding it to a deeper level, like it's like knowing it, but then it's like really fucking when you have to apply the training when the situation's in front of you. Then like if it's hard for me to believe, like I need 10K or whatever, like tomorrow, what I like a fucking affirmation that always works for me is like I'm lucky, shit works out for me. I'm lucky and I'm fucking blessed and shit always works out for me. And I could believe that at a really high level, and that releases the resistance for like the universe to fucking pull up for me, and it always happens. And so now it's like again, I'm at a point where like I've been doing good, right? Like I've been clearing fucking between 300K and 500K a year for the last fucking 2-3 years, and I'm like, bro, I need to level up. Like I need to like start acquiring real estate. I need to start building net worth. I need to start like really quantum leaping into that next level of like success. And again, I don't know how, but I know I need to be flexible, and I know I need to
Yeah.
like transition and move with faith into the next step. And that's what faith is just knowing that you're going to take that leap, like regardless of what it is, that you're going to take that step and that like it's going to fucking totally work out with. That's what real faith is, I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, both, we see it and hear it all the time. Both fear and faith require you to believe in something that's
Not there yet.
You know what I mean? So which
Yeah.
one do you, and you can't have both.
Yeah.
Like, which one do you lean into?
Right.
And I think, again, it's why you got to be good with yourself. Because same with me. Like, dude, no matter what's going on, everything always works out.
Yeah.
The only thing that doesn't or gets in the way is myself.
Right.
Every single time.
Right.
I'll buy something, or the first is coming up, or the kids are this, or Christmas is coming up, and you start freaking out, and then everything ends up working.
Yeah.
Or due to what'll happen to me is I'll freak out, I'll stress. This is coming up. This due date, or I've got to have a car done. By this time,
Right.
and my initial thought is stress out. But when I can catch it, and when I chill, and then it works out. The day it works out, my first thought always is which confirms the faith is I'm glad that I had faith, because that window from when I knew I needed to start to it being done, that window of stress is, I think, what kills people. Like, bro, that's what causes the disease, is because you cause it, like in the stress and the worries and the, what do they say? Where your focus goes,
energy
grows.
flows.
Is that I don't know how that quote goes, but
Yeah.
dude, that's exactly what happens. Like, if
Facts.
everything that you think about, the more you think about it, the more it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So obviously you can't, be stupid with your decisions and blow everything and it's gonna come back. But at the same time, like, dude, it happens. So
Yeah.
I mean, that car you want to buy, those sneakers you want to buy, that business you want to start, like, bro, just do it. Like, it'll work out. You can't stop washing cars. Like, you got to do it half your day or half your time, because you still got to make money. Like, how are you going to go into the office and not make money? Like, that's the main question I get. Like, to everyone
From who are your haters?
anyone that
Your
I
family
present
and
this to, because I haven't really put it out to the world
you
yet,
shouldn't
because I
listen
still
to
have
it.
to do the licensing.
Yeah.
I still can't work.
Yeah.
But everyone I present it to, that's their first
Not
thought.
me, dog. I didn't say that to you once.
I noticed too is the position that they're in is
Based on their
response.
Yeah.
So as I get that response, you're right.
They're just mirrors.
There's no money.
They're
but
reflecting their own insecurities. People reflect their own insecurities.
you're only thinking about half of that situation. Yeah. I'm not making any money when I get into the office, but one deal.
Literally.
One deal. And the way that they're falling off the desk that I'm there, it's like, bro, I'm going to be doing like 3 or 4 a week. I should
fucking go, baby.
I should be. So it's, whether I do or don't, like.
No, you will. 100%. So, bro.
It's a full transition over. Like, there is no, this not going to work?
No,
there is no
exactly.
plan B. There is
Exactly.
no, all right, if
That's
this
the way
doesn't
to
work,
do it.
I'm going back. It's no, I'm going to, because it's everything I wanted to do.
Right.
Like, and I can still be in cars. Instead
Yeah.
of working on them, I can collect them.
Right.
My grandpa says, because he's the one that's really supported the business and the detailing and the garage, pretty much every move, like big supporter. And I brought this up to him, but was scared because he's so heavy in the detailing. Is he going to be frustrated that I'm transitioning? Like, that was the only person I was worried about bringing it up, because I didn't want to hurt him from, just all the energy and everything he put into it. And it didn't even bother him, dude. He was just like, dude, get out of the garage that you're working in, start this real estate, buy the next garage, and you're your own agent on the deal that you're buying it, and just collect the cars.
Fire.
Stop working on cars and collect the cars.
Fire.
And you're the agent on the deal.
Fire.
And again, it's all mental. I didn't even think of that. I was stuck. I was so worried and stuck on what is he going to think. I didn't even think. And again, it's funny how all this comes up, because one of my favorite quotes that he always says, and I've told you so many times, is I'll ask him as a little kid, like, what if I fail? And he always responds with, what if you fly?
Yeah.
And it's just like, dude, apply that to any situation. My situations, your situations, you know, we both got kids, we've got businesses. Like, apply it to all that. Like, what if this doesn't work out? But what if it does?
It will, bro.
You can't even imagine you can imagine the what if it doesn't work, but you can't imagine the what if, because it's funny because all of this pressure in this transition, you forget, or I forget, it's the same pressure I had in the transition before starting detailing. Everyone said detailing wouldn't work. It worked for 10 years.
Yeah. I mean, so it's the same thing with this
transition the same way, 100%. And that should, because it's everything, dude. As far as like what I know now, it's the money that I want to work or make. It's the network I want to be around.
Right.
The connections, the service.
Right.
Like, it changes.
100%, bro.
Washing cars, providing a building.
Bro, like, from a
Whole
really
different.
high fuck. So I have two things to like compound, and I'm sure this will spark some thoughts. Success, bro, like KT says, it's a decision away. It doesn't matter. So like this chair, bro, I like to tell this story about this chair, and this is the same as business, so I'll like connect it. This fucking chair, right, I ordered it for this place, and I ordered it to the crib. And it was too big to fit in the fucking car. So I was like, all right. I put it in the fucking passenger side of the Tesla, didn't fit. Put it in the fucking back left, didn't fit. Back right, didn't fit. Trunk, didn't fit. Fuck. All right. Got it in the Camry. Right passenger, didn't fit. Right, left, didn't fit. Left, didn't fit. Trunk, didn't fit. I was like, fuck. Failed. How many times is that a failure? Those are temporary defeats. How many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over and twice in 2 different cars. That many failures, right? And then finally I was like, the thought of that fucking chair not being in the studio was not it wasn't like, it was never that this chair was never going to be here. And that's what your goals and desires are. It's like, the goal and the desire is always, it's fucking going to be that, right? Yep. You are going to have to put it in different fucking things and try different things and it won't work out. And then you try again, that won't work out, and you try it again. Then finally, I fucking took it apart, right? I was like, fuck it, opened the box, took the 2 pieces apart, put it in, boom, worked, bro. And I got it here. And that's the same thing with your fucking goals, right? Like, maybe the first deal won't close. Maybe the second one won't close. Maybe the third one. Maybe the fourth one. But it will fucking close eventually, and you will learn how to close, and you will learn how to do this, and you will perform at a high level, because that's what it's going to fucking be. Because that's what it is. That's the declaration in the universe, and it will fucking happen. And it's not it's about going through all of those hurdles, knowing that you're fucking gonna fail through it. You're gonna learn the method and the process and walk away with it successful. And then number 2,
I love it.
From a high level, bro, like what you need to do as a leader of your family, as like becoming successful, the most important thing, bro, is the basics, the visualization, the affirmation, the clarity on like what it is that your desire is. Like you said, taking the time to like know what it is that you want, and then focusing your attention on it daily, and then acting as if on all of your decisions, bro. Like, not just from like when when you face fear or when you face lack, it's not fucking when you're thinking about the ideas. It's when you go to the grocery store and then there's a fucking organic and then not organic, and this motherfucker's $8 and this motherfucker's $3. And then what's the decision you're making? Are you making it from the lack or from the fucking person that you are? And that's where like you need to act as if all across the border, like all across, not just fucking like, oh fuck. Like, you know what I mean? You need to move. And I'm not saying, like you said, don't be like irresponsible with like your shit, but like you need to
quick disclaimer.
Visualize, like, bro, because if you visualize, you do affirmations, and you fucking know the direction, it comes forth. It literally and then like for me, it's becoming super powerful with that power. Like, I've done it so many times with this place, with this fucking, with anything, bro. I've just done it so many times that now I know how to use it and how to fucking direct it. And then it's just like using that power for like bigger, like you're saying, bigger, higher leverage things. And so this real estate agency is something that I feel excited about, because I have like I have all the pieces. So playing my position in that is going to be dope, but then I also have this place, and Pathfinder's doing good. So it's like, I don't know, just getting clear on the vision, visualizing it, and bringing it forth. like efficiently at a high level is like what the most valuable thing you could do with your time. Not fucking, you know, if you took all the time you're working on cars and you strictly only did that, like literally only visualized, you would fucking get deals. You would walk in the office. Like, bro, if right now, if you took all your time and you're like, the day I get my license, that month I'm doing fucking 10 or I'm doing 5. Like, if that's all you're visualizing right now, bro, the second you fucking, you'll get them. They'll come, but you have to know it, right? And it's beyond like, we all know the basics, right? It's like, understanding it, believing it, but like knowing it at a deep level.
You just said that perfectly. It's knowing. Like I think it's like a math equation. You know, you have the goal, you know, and then the goal is going to breed faith. And there's a difference between faith and belief. There's a difference between faith and knowing.
Right. It's like you just know, bro. Like, you have to. And, like, the more I read, bro, and the more I study the shit, because, bro, I know we've talked about, like, I'm an avid reader, whatever. I have not, like, since fucking I've said that, I've not stopped studying. Like, I still devour books. I still read. And the more that I'm, like, learning and, like, diving deeper, it is, like, and we've talked about this. It's all the same shit, but it's, like, understanding it from like a deeper level, like this connects to that and that connects to that and that builds a foundation and now you know, and it's like you have to stick to the fucking training, like you know what I mean, you like when you're facing adversity, when you're facing uncertainty, those are the times when you need to double down on the fucking training, like, you know what I mean?
For sure. I think it's, you know, it is all a knowing. I mean, no matter, because it's already done. Like, how the process, how's it gonna go? That doesn't. I think one thing that you've said before a lot in the past that I like is being coachable.
Yeah.
You know, because if you knew how, you'd be doing it.
Right.
You know, if you knew how, nobody would really need to grow.
Right.
Like, nothing needs to be done. We would just be here. But it's interesting because with every leap, with every step through your growth, you notice that there's more.
Yeah.
You have to always be studying. Like, bro. And you have to get out of your own way. Like, because where I hit a plateau is when I get in my own way. When it's I'm the big dog, I got to figure it out. I did it on my own. Right. I don't need to read my book anymore. Like, I don't need to be hungry for any growth. Every time I do that, I don't want to say I derail, but I notice, you know, things start changing. And for me, I think life for me is, they could be two different things, but I think it's all like awareness and perspective. Because I say that because I don't believe that there's a right or wrong. Right. I think right and wrong is perspective.
100%.
Like, this jacket in somebody's eyes was wrong to wear. In mine, it was right. The right or wrong doesn't matter. It's the choice. Just put it on, or just do it, or just start that business, or just be, again, coachable.
It's just,
because you didn't think it would be the real estate, you know, venture you're getting ready to go into, but then you look up and go, holy crap. And what are the odds? Both of us are getting into real estate at the same time? What are the odds of that? Literally. How does this come up? And it's just, you have to get out of your own way. Because there's been opportunities, I will say, there's been opportunities through this 10 years of doing detailing that I have gotten in the way of, I think, pretty big opportunities, and my pride, you know, pushed them away. Yeah. But again, it's all perspective, because if I think that and get stuck on that, I'll never grow. But if my perspective on that is, no, I didn't go there because look at what's going on now. Right. Like, because it's, again, you can get in your own way. It's happened with, it happens with families. It happens in any situation, bro, any part of life. It's not always business. We're talking business here because we can relate, but you plug that into anything. Yeah. It's I mean, that's exactly how it goes.
Right. And I wanted to touch, I read it in this book. I don't remember what book it was, but it talked about like how this dude was like, it was like World War II or some shit. And he fucking, there was a guy, like, it was some Japanese fucking thing was like coming at them. They were going to like blow him up or whatever, and they like shot him like right, like he said he was like arms distance away, like boom, exploded in front of him, and it goes to the like, is that right or wrong? Because like for us it was right, like we would have fucking died if we didn't blow him up, but I'm sure for his family it was like an extreme act of evil, right? Like it was like the total, like they were like elated with joy that they didn't die, but then there's like the mourning of death, and it's like, so then it goes like, it's not about good or bad, it's about cause and effect. It's like, what causes are you doing to create an effect? And once you know that your universe, your whole present reality is only the effects that you're currently experiencing is based off the cause, like the thoughts, the actions that you made. And now you could choose to create. Like the beautiful thing about the present moment, it's like a present vantage point of creation. So like you could, in this moment, start creating a new thought, a new idea, a new vibration, and acting upon that, and it will cause a new effect. It's just like the time dimension is the only little like thing in this present, you know, in this reality that we need to.
It's all in the world too. It's in the word. It's present. It's a present.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of my biggest challenges too. Like in the mix of my day, you know, I'll be thinking of, I have this coming up. I need to work on this. Oh crap, that happened. And a lot of the times, again, that gets in the way.
Right.
If you can just be, even this moment, like, dude, there's a lot of things to think about, you know, that's happening after this. But it's like, dude, if that's all I'm thinking about, that blows this whole situation out of the water.
Right. Yeah.
Like, or even with kids, like, bro, with business,
kids.
That'll take me away from being home. There will be times where I'm home, but I'm not home.
Right.
Like, my mind is over there.
Right.
So for me, awareness, if I can catch myself doing, there's no really, even that's not wrong, because you need to scale, you need to grow, you need to provide. Right. Whoever you're talking to is going to determine if that's right or wrong. But to be aware of, oh, I'm disconnected while I'm at home, let me tap back in. That's going to make your situation at home much better, and vice versa. If you have a business and all you think about is, oh, I need to go home and be with the kids, the business is never going to grow.
Right.
Like that's even perspective. What do you think on that? Like no one talks about that side. We all talk about the other. Oh, all I do is work. I need to go home. Well, what about the other side? Like, bro, you need to work too.
I know. I mean, that's a struggle.
You need to plug in. I can't remember which. I think it's a Rob Dyrdek podcast I saw, or maybe it was, I don't remember what it was, but they talked about, like, they're very structured. Their day is very structured. Like, you know, at 9 they're waking up, you know, or at 5, you know, we'll say that 5 we're waking up, you know, 3 we're, you know, having our coffee, or 5:30 we're having the coffee, 5:45 we're reading for 30 minutes, and then we're walking or we're going to the gym. Like everything is very structured and played out, and I've noticed that as far as like where I'm trying to go, like dude, everybody is that way.
Yeah,
everybody's structured out, and it's not just, oh, all I do is business and work hard, that's why I make all the money. Like they allow to, they break up their energy. Like they give a part of their energy and themselves to their health.
Yeah.
You know, they give some of themselves to their family. Right. They give them some of themselves to their business. It's not just all business or all family, because all of those other balls, you know, are dropped.
It's like whole life. Yeah, that's whole life success. I mean, it's important to do that. Like, it's literally mandatory, and that's like another part of the basics. Like, that's what my day looks like, is like wake up, gym, come home, journal, meditate, wake up the girls, breakfast, and then, you know, I look at my phone at like 10, like, or 9:30, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's essential. And then if you like schedule all these things, like, you know, you're scheduled like from this time to this time at work, when you do get home, it's like everything is like out on the table. Like, I did all the shit I got to do. There's no like remorse, there's no guilt, there's no like thinking about other shit. You're just with the family, like, you know what I mean? And then that's how I try to run my shit, is like by the time it hits 3 o'clock, I'm like headed to the crib, and then we're like kicking it, dinner, put her to bed, and like from like 3 to like 6, I'm with them, like, you know, for those 3 hours. Then I get back to like do my edits or whatever, my own shit I'm working on, and then by 8 or 9, I'm like doing my study again, reading, journaling, fucking meditating, and getting clear on the vision, and then boom, wake up, do it again, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So like that shit's super important, I think, to stay on track, because it's easy to drift, and I think drifting is one of like the biggest enemies to success. And you can drift when you're doing good. Like, that's been one of my struggles too. It's like if I'm not like, okay, right now, you're about to be extremely successful because you know like a goal, a direction, a specific thing, and it's like uncertainty, and you need to like take massive action in that direction. So that's my fucking favorite place to be. That's like literally because you know you're gonna get through it and you know where you're going. Where I fucking don't like being is like when the ship's running smooth, you know what I mean, 30K a month, all the bills are paid, everything's cool, and I'm just like fucking going through the days like everything's cool, like, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden a month goes by, 2 months goes by, and I'm like, everything's cool, but it's not projecting me forward into the next bigger like version of myself,
Yeah.
like, you know? So drifting is dangerous on all levels of success, like not just, you know what I mean?
I think bringing it again, just bringing it back to the present moment. Like, I think even drifting on that thought of, okay, I'm good, now what? Like, drifting on that thought is dangerous. Like, it's just be in the moment. Because you don't know. Like, that thought is may block you or make you not be where you need to be for whatever opportunity that...
Right.
There may be the opportunities are always in
They're right
presenting
there.
yourself.
Yeah, they're
presenting
always...
themselves. Are you looking?
Right.
Are you ready?
Yeah,
are you aware that they're there? Like, there's something happening around you all the time.
Right.
We only have a certain level. You only know what you know.
Right.
But I think even when everything's good, I think the most important thing is just keep studying. Like, I think that naturally is going to, even like, dude, even if it's just a page, like, bro, like a half hour, like you can do a half hour because you do more than a half hour scrolling. We all do. I don't care what anybody says.
I don't care what nobody says.
Because I know it, because I got friends or people, like I'll go on the business page and look at my insights, and everyone is, I don't have social and I don't post, but they all look at my stuff. But they're all
looking at
it. Like, they're all scrolling. So it's like, dude, we all scroll, so take 5 minutes of that.
Well, you got to get on the opposite side and be on the creator aspect side, where like, I mean, I scroll too, not as often, but I like most of the time I go on is to post some shit and like dip out, and then I come back and check it.
Well, I think being curious is important too, like what works. Because not everyone, like this blueprint that you say or whatever we're putting on the table, like it works for us, but tweak it a little bit. Like, it's gonna work different for everybody. So just trying different things, just being curious. Like, everything's good, all right, well, let's throw this in the mix. Yeah, let's go over here in this network. I haven't reached out to this person in a while. Like, don't just lay up. Even still, again, pick up a book. Yeah. Even something that you read before, because you're the second time. The beautiful thing about reading a book, it might have been Chadeo. I don't know who said it, but you're a different person that second time. The book didn't change. You changed.
Exactly.
So it's like, dude, you don't need new books. You don't need to have this big, huge library. You don't even need books. There'll be times where I'll just pop on my headphones and jump into a YouTube video. Dude, Bob Proctor, that's one I always go to. Bob Proctor, Eric Thompson. We can go down the list. Like, dude, just throw that on for a half hour while you're driving around. Yeah. It'll spark something, and then as soon as it sparks something, cut all that off and dive right back in. Full energy. Yeah. Now you got something to work on.
Yeah, bro. I had a meeting yesterday or whatever, and he's like, what are you listening to these days? And I was like music-wise? He's like, yeah. I was like, bro, I haven't listened to music in a while. Only time I'll listen to music is when I get kind of burnt out, like, from, like, so much self-development. I know, like, my teachability index is, like, full or whatever. Like, my sponge is full. I'll just be like, all right, nothing's getting through right now. I need to fucking just jam out or some shit. And most of it's just instrumentals. I'm
glad you said that, though. That was something I battled with this weekend. It being the holidays. The girls, I've got... Both girls went with their mom to California, so I stayed with our son. And with that being said, I'm not really getting much done with work other than playing on the pictures or social media. So I sit back, and my first initial thought is I'm freaking out. Like, I need to work, I need to be busy, I need to be producing, I need to be blah 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 blah. And I 2 days into the weekend, I realized, like, no, because he needs my attention too. Right. Like, he needs me just as much as the business does. Yeah. So and I need it as well. Like, to be 100% on business, like, dude, that you're going to burn out. Yeah. Like, you need the reset. You need the vacation. Whatever it is that you need, the vacation, the dinner, the however you celebrate. Like, bro, it's important to celebrate some wins.
Yeah.
You got to celebrate progress.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to keep moving if you're not noticing progress.
Yeah.
So to be able to, I'm glad you touched on that. It's just to be able to reset and get your mind, fresh again.
Right.
To just be reading and soaking all that up. Like, dude, it's gonna burn out just like business.
Yeah, you gotta just reset your teachability index. But yeah, bro, reading and studying. I started reading actually like the Tanakh, which is just the Old Testament, like the Jewish Bible. And not even from like a religious standpoint or anything. Like, I just read so much now that I like just threw it in a rotation. It's crazy because the way my crib's set up, I have like books in different places. So like when I'm sitting on the couch, I got this book. I'm like, all right, fuck it, let's hit this. And then if like I'm in the where like our library is, it's just our spare bedroom or whatever. If I'm in there, I got that book. And then when I like the girls are like finishing up bath or whatever and they're calming down, I'm like chilling on the bed, I got the Tanakh. So I'm like fucking going through it, and it's kind of crazy. Again, I'm just reading it like literature, and there's some shit I already learned in it. Like, one thing is, like, the Adam and Eve story was, like, where fucking Eve took the fucking apple, ate it, whatever, and then God came through and was, like, basically, your husband shall rule over you for, like, all of eternity now. And that, like, I fucking, like, I was reading it, and I was like, because my wife's Jewish, I was like, do you know about this shit? Because I didn't know about this shit, so now I know. Like,
I think I rule.
Yeah, I think I rule. Right? You know why? Because women make bad decisions.
Look at this. Read this.
It's been in here for all of eternity. All right, like
it says right here.
Forever. Women make bad decisions. God said, "I got us." All right, like I mean, and I have like, bro, I've let her make some big decisions before, and I'm like, all right, this was not the right move. So now I know for certain that is written in the Word.
I'm not wrong for thinking this.
So I don't know, whatever though. But anyways, yeah, the Bible.
That's funny.
It's an interesting read, and everybody lived for like 900 years back then, which is kind of crazy to think about in perspective. Like how much of adolescence we are in this, even life. Like, you know what I mean? Like in our think about someone who lived 900 years, like in theory or whatever. How, like, when they're 30-year-old, like, compared to when they're 900, like, they don't know shit about shit. Right. Like, if you think about how much in adolescence you are.
I don't know, do they, though? Because they're living to how long? I mean, 900. I think what's important is I don't think to answer the right question, to ask the right question, I mean. Like, let's ask the right question here. If they lived longer than us, lived back, like, how? Why? Yeah. Let's not, we can't say like, oh, they didn't have the technology, they didn't have something was different. If they didn't have the tools, it had to be their mind.
Right,
like, no. Because now everyone gets sick and the first thought, for me, like I don't take medicine. Like I get really crazy headaches and this, that, and the third. And when I get them, it's, take this Advil, and I don't take anything. No, like everyone's first thought is, you got to go to the doctor. You got to get checked up. You got to be on this. Do you think they didn't?
Are you still smoking bud?
Oh, yeah.
You got to cut that shit out, too. Yeah.
Out the window?
I mean, bro, I stopped.
How long have you stopped?
It's only been like 2 months.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How is it? What did you notice as far as like the shift? Because I think about it.
It's just like, for me, it's more of like the discipline. And like, for me, like what I'm thinking, for that same thing, the reason you don't take drugs is because it blocks your transmitters. Like the power of and then KT talks about this, like your vibration, your transmission of thought is blocked by Advil, by like, any type of medicine you put in, even the food, really. Like, so anything you put in your body basically either amplifies the transmission or limits it. So when I was smoking, I mean, I have the vape too. I like literally battle with it every day. But like, I think it just blocks the transmission. Like, that's how I look at it, is like, the transmission is stronger and the signal is stronger. Like, I could get a clearer thought and a clearer direction, and the signal reaches further, is really the only thing. And then to exercise discipline is like, but the first, like when I cut it off, the first like 2 weeks, bro, was like I was pretty like moody and like aggravated and like just like sticking to the training, like being like, all right, this is going to work. It's going to work out. It's going to work out. Everything's fine. But then after, like, I noticed shit, bro, like, okay, so last month, for example, this is another miracle or whatever, but it's really mind power. And again, it's all up to we're all connected to the same source and the same mind. It really is it's not like I could fucking take credit for it. I just like directed the natural laws of the universe in which attracted it. But like, so this studio last month, fucking, we're at like the 18th fucking day of the month, right? And it's only generated like $300 or $400, and I was like, bro, I'm gonna be pissed if I have to pay for the rent. Like, luckily I have the means to pay for it, but I'm not fucking trying to be upside down in a business. Nobody ever wants to do that. So I just kept being like, I'm lucky everything works out. I'm lucky everything works out. It's fucking, you know what I mean? And then boom, a booking came through, and it was like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This weekend or whatever, and they had hella money. I undersold it. But anyways, I sold it for $2,000, so it was like $2,000. They fucking
you sit back and say,
yeah, bro. I was like, fuck, whatever.
Double this up.
They fucking spent $2,000, but not only that, bro. They replaced this wall, this panel. They replaced this whole paneling. I had the cheaper one that's over there in that unit.
Oh really?
This shit was like a fucking $1,000. They replaced it. They got that stand-up desk. They got those fucking 2 things. They got 3 brand new IKEA shelves they didn't use. That extension cord. What else did they get? They bought hella shit, bro. They bought hella. Anyways, they fucking spent like another $2,000 on stuff for this studio. So I came up like 4 bands. So then that was like a thing where I was like, all right, bro. Now I know. Again, that's another thing that proved myself right. Like, now I know that it always comes through. Like, it always comes through. Now, like, my goal this month, if we did 2,300 last month in November. I already got fucking 1,800 booked. I got 1,000 session and an 800 session already booked. So I'm trying to do like 3,500 December.
Yeah, dude,
like
just get out of your own way.
And who's to say there's more, right? Like,
listen, that's what I'm saying. Listen to what you're saying. Like, dude, you just are getting in. You just get in your own way. We all do it. Yeah. Like, just because. Even coming in here, like, dude, all kinds of thoughts and ideas run through my mind. And before I come in, it's just sit back, take a deep breath, and just, dude, you don't know how it's going to go. Just go in.
You were nervous?
Dude, I'm nervous with a lot of things. You'd be surprised. Like, dude, phone calls. Like, dude, I'm always nervous with stuff. Yeah. But it's just, dude, I'll just do it. Like, I'll just
You're brave.
Go. Like, I just move. Like, even business. Like, I'm nervous with this transition I'm in now, dude. I'm crazy nervous. Like, I've been doing this for so long, and it's this. And, again, I start getting in my head. But when I sit back and go, yo, like, no.
Everything's going to work out for you, bro.
It already has. Like, it already is done. Just enjoy the moment. Enjoy the process. Like, enjoy this moment. Enjoy the transition. Enjoy, because when you look back and go, dude, I remember when we sat down and talked about the real estate. Now, look, we're at lunch, or we're at the Ritz, or we're at over here, or our next meeting is like, dude, just get out of the way. You don't know what's going to be next. Like, just start the business. You don't know. Like, 100%. Just start the podcast. Just get the studio. Like, how did you know? You know, the opportunity to have that next one wouldn't have been presented if you weren't here. Yeah. The opportunity for me to work as a commercial agent would not have been presented if I didn't start detailing 10 years ago. It may have, but the odds are just very limited.
No, and everything's working out for you, bro. It's off the radar screen.
Is. And even that is perspective. Like, in your eyes, it might not be working out, but from this side, like, bro, you're killing it. Like, keep going. What are you talking about? It's all perspective.
That's true.
Get out of the way. Like, get the perspective out of the way. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Like, just move. Just move on it. Because, oh, no, I don't have the book's not right, or I don't have an editor, or I don't have anyone to do my social. Dude, just start. You don't need to do anything. Just start. And you'd be amazed when you start. Just the opportunities just start popping up.
The universe fucking gets out of the way for you, bro.
And you look back and go, oh, it wasn't that bad. And then you should double down at that point. But then all the other ideas, oh, I can't double down and blah, 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 blah. Like, bro, just do it. Just start. Just transition. Yeah. Like, are you going to do it halfway? Yeah. As soon as that license hits, bro, as soon as the broker gets it, I'm 100% a commercial real estate
You're
agent.
all in? You're going to stop
100%,
detailing?
bro. I'm in the office every day.
Yeah.
My car is still filthy. I haven't washed my car in like 2 months. And I never had it
Are you still
dirty.
doing like detailing like now in this present moment?
Yeah, I'm doing it all the way up until I get the license. So I'm counting every day, dude. Last Friday was 2 weeks. So I'm coming up on 3 weeks this Friday.
Let's go. That's dope, bro.
In this window of processing, I'm washing cars. But as soon as I get it, I'm in the office every day, all day until until the deal hits.
And beyond.
It's going to.
And beyond.
And to infinity and beyond. Like, it has to hit.
Yeah.
And I think that way because it's like, dude, look what detailing opened up. What door is that going to open up?
Yeah. 100%,
like,
bro.
dude, 10 years from now, what the heck are we going to be talking? What am I going to be driving? What am I going to be wearing? What is my family going to be doing? All because I said, no, let me let this $20 bill go and go out to this 50.
Or
it might
100.
be the 100.
Yeah.
Who knows? It's more than 20.
It's more than 20.
So I'm going to go out to the $20 or the 50 or the 100.
Yeah.
And just 100%.
Let's fucking go,
And
bro.
it has to work. It already has worked. Like, look how much dude, the schooling is done. My licensing is done. I have a broker already. The broker, I'm already training. I know how to do the whole process. The only thing holding me back is the license. I'm already working on deals. I'm already listening to phone calls. Like, every part of the process, I've already done multiple times. So now it's just get the license.
Let's fucking go,
and
bro.
as soon
I'm
as I get that, dude, it's one. And it's like, dude, if that's where, and then again, awareness, that's where my mind goes. Like, dude, if one is this much over here, and I can do, bless you.
Thank you.
I can do 3,
4,
4.
5.
I can stack multiple and turn them into escrow and have them close at.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, I only can work on one car at a time.
Yeah.
You're telling me I can close 10 deals at a
time? You got it, bro.
Oh my
man,
gosh,
that future is abundance.
what?
You're prosperous, prolific.
Oh my
exciting.
goodness.
The supply is infinite,
dude,
bro.
And like I said, whatever happens after, that's what I'm excited for. Like, I'm excited I'm coming into all this, but dude, my brain always works as far, like, if this is what I'm doing, if this is what that did, what is this gonna do?
Right.
I'm already, I guess, attracting and pulling in what's next. I'm already thinking about it. I don't know, but my mind is already there. Like, ooh, this is nice. Who am I gonna be meeting? Like, the phone calls I'm hearing are like heavy names out here. Like, who am I going to be talking to?
Right.
Who am I going to be able to be exchanging energy with?
Yeah.
Because
that's what it comes down to, really.
Dude, and it's just different. Like, the product is different. It's all the same, though. It's just different product.
Exchanging energy. And that's what I'm saying is you have to be that. Bro, people fuck with me for my energy, like, honestly, to the highest degree. Because, like, when we are in our full. How old are you? 32? 33?
Yes, sir. Bro,
so you're fucking bro, your frontal lobe is like fully developed. We're in like the peak of our full strength and like thinking power and everything. So like for me, bro, once you get your shit in motion and like people could feel that radiation off you. Like people feel like, for me, right? Like this is what I think. This is why I think people fuck with me on a high level. From all, like, bro, and I meet people at every level. And the highest level people fucking peep game because, like, I'm so certain I'm moving in purpose. I'm, like, have a direction. My content is fire. So, like, just everything, bro. Like, the way I'm moving, it, like, generates respect from everybody. And then, like, once they're tapped in and you're that, like, breath of fresh air, like, you could breathe life into people. That's what, like, you know what I mean? I tell everybody, like, your shit's working out. You're lucky. Everything's cool, bro. If it's going to work out, trust me, I promise. And they're like, what the fuck? This thing is telling me this shit's going to work out? Like, what? No one's told me that. Like, you know? And high-level people are like, holy fuck, this is the universe telling me. Thanks, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So I've been able to, and again, I'm continue to climb up the ladder, but you know, it's time, bro. It's time for the next level.
I think it naturally comes too, like just putting yourself in that spot. Like it naturally will come. Just get out of the way.
100%.
That's the main thing. Just get out of the way. Let the universe work. However you want to look at it, God, the universe, your God.
Right.
Bro, I believe it's all right. Just get out of the way. Even that. Like, dude, just get out of the way. Just be connected to whatever it is you want it to be. It doesn't even matter. Like, I don't care what it is you believe in. Just believe. Just know. Yeah. There's no right or wrong. Just know. Bro. That's you. If it doesn't connect with me, it's like, bro, you're still good. I'm gonna be. There's enough for us to all win.
Every time,
just, bro. Know whatever it is that you want to do.
Bro, we could sit here and chop it up. We're already coming on an hour and a half.
No way.
Yeah.
What time?
So it's like 11
my
fucking.
Goodness. Well,
11. Anyway, so where can the people find you, bro?
All over the place. Social media, the detailing page, the detailing company. I don't even think we dropped names. Detailing company is Go Automotive. So you can find me there, GOAT Automotive. My name is Austin Alcorn, so you can just search that anywhere I pop up. That's pretty much it.
Let's fucking go,
Yeah,
bro. Hey, I'm excited and I'm
Full
happy
speed
for
ahead.
you, bro.
Dude, no, I'm excited for you. This is great. We've talked about this for years, and for you to be here, it's, again, the circle. So to see progression, it's fuel in my day. Now, as soon as we leave here, I'm ready to.
I'm charged up.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm ready
charged
to go.
Let's go,
I'm
bro.
ready to go. So yeah,
Let's
surround
fucking
yourself
go.
with more people and stay hungry.
Let's go.
Let's get it.
That was fun, bro.
Appreciate you. Hour and a half.